Oh, we're back to talk. Back to talking about Pokemon films. This time we're looking at the fourth film in space, Pokemon Forever. What was this one about? Well, in this one, Ash, Misty, and Brock all discover a young man who has been brought into the future from a Celbi and a Pokemon, not hunter, but almost a collector, in that he's capturing Pokemon and turning them evil, is trying to find Celebi in a way so then, he can have, a legendary Pokemon in his possession. Around this time, back in the 2000s, say, early 2000s, there was a big push to, conservation and such. I feel like, if I could be wrong, but this one was, say, there was previous ones, but I feel like this one is a bit of the conservationist one, in that this one has an environmental message, in that Selby, he or she, is almost like the spirit of the forest. And I kind of like the fact that, I'm gonna be honest, I can't really remember which game Selby is from, because, the honestly, the films, almost, okay, by the time they're in this game has come out, suddenly, okay, the films have caught up, and now we're adding this legendary Pokemon to the mix. Compared to the previous ones, yes, I think I saw this one as a child, but I don't think I saw this one on television as much. This one, after rewatching it, I just felt this one was just kind of a bit tiring, I would say, is a word. I guess mostly because, yes, you have, usually the Pokemon battles, at the beginning of the film, Ash is hey, I'm Ash Ketchum, and I'm gonna fight you in a Pokemon battle. And can we just acknowledge at this point, but Ash is such a Gary Sue, in that, I guess he's the greatest of all time, and suddenly, he is, the one that is gonna be able to stop the, the issue that is going on, and he's gonna help save the community, wherever he is at. Use your thunderbolt! And he and the crew are at. And yeah, I kind of like that fact. Yes, as usual, Team Rocket are in this film, so they are trying to work with the the Iron Mask Marauder, and yeah, he was trying to catch Selby, but one thing that he has is a Dark Ball, which once he captures the Pokemon, it turns it evil. On out, Tyranitar. Evil! And it also changes the color of that Pokemon. Yeah, I'm gonna say, yes, the film has a bit of, okay, time traveling, that's pretty cool, and all that. However, I do think that it's yes, we know either Selby is gonna be fine, because I'm be honest and say, uh, Celbi, it's a cute design. For the Pokemon. And eventually what ends up happening is, from all the excitement, Celbi gets hurt, and in a way, like, almost the spirit, like, fades away. And after a while, like, like, say, oh no, we have to go back to a classic, almost trope that is, like, starting to appear in this film, is, like, said, uh, like, let's use the power of crying. What ends up happening is, like, say, like, Ash, friends, and even Pokemon, like, they end up, crying, but then, like, say, suddenly, Selbies from the sky, like, help revive Selby. Yeah, but what ends up happening is that, Sammy, like, he ends up going into the past with Selby, because, in a way, and one thing they was kind of like say, okay, I think we kind of got the idea in that Sammy ended up growing up to be Professor Oak.
It seems like it happened only yesterday.
Kind of tracks out, but it kind of makes sense once you think about it a little bit, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna say this one was just a little bit like, just like, say, like, the designs of the of this of Selby, it's cute. At the same time, it was just like, this one was just kind of like, this one's kind of boring. I'm sorry if this one might be your favorite, but yeah, I thought this one was just like, say, can't wait until we talk about the next one. Maybe the next one's gonna be different, because I remember, like, say, some of the other ones, like, the excitement can be a bit more there, I guess. But see you next time.